Welcome back to Genshin Impact. We're now officially in the second phase of the 6.6/Luna 7 update. While there are a slew of mini events that are be going around within the next few weeks, we only have one thing that we're going to be focusing on today, and that is going to be the next story quest for the one and only newly introduced character in the game as of this phase of the update, Lohen. So, the last time we've actually seen Lohen was all the way back in Varka's story quest, which, at the point of that was like quite a while ago, at least a few months. So we haven't seen him since then. So we actually get a story quest dedicated to him. And I have no idea what it entails, but what I do know is that I think we have a team that is perfectly fit for a situation like this, especially with a character as sadistic as Lohen is. But before we actually get into the story quest, why don't we go ahead and do his test run? So, editor, you know what to do here. Lohen is a high-frequency cryo damage dealer who further boosts his own damage through his teammates' damage. Oh, that sounds interesting. After casting his elemental skill, Lohen enters the Master Stroke mode. In this state, his normal, charge, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that cannot be overridden by other elemental infusions. Hitting enemies with normal or charge attacks grants joy, in quotation marks. Joy can be consumed to unleash etched into bone and soul, dealing multiple instances of cryo damage. While in the Master Stroke mode, when nearby party members deal damage, Lohen gains Will to Win, which increases the damage dealt by his special elemental skill, Etched into Bone and Soul. And by casting his elemental burst, Lohen consumes all Will to Win stacks and deals multiple instances of cryo damage. The damage of this elemental burst increases based on the amount of Will to Win consumed. Also, did you see the sadistic look on his face? Oh god, that's the look of a killer right there. Jeez, does every character have books all of a sudden? Also, I like how Durin's part of this, demo run. As he nonchalantly just has some bubblegum. Anyway, let's take a look at Lohen's stats for this test run. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the details here. I'm guessing this would probably be like an ideal range of what you would want to have for Lohen. A decent enough crit rate with decent crit damage and at least some energy recharge from the looks of it. And here we have Lohen's signature weapon, Disaster and Remorse. After the equipping character uses an elemental skill, they gain Path of Conflict for 17 seconds, as well as Unforgivable and Irreparable for 3 seconds each. This effect can trigger once every 18 seconds. With Unforgivable, it increases the equipping character's normal and charged attack damage by 40%, and Irreparable increases the equipping character's elemental skill and burst damage by 40%. While Path of Conflict is in effect, when the equipping character hits an opponent with a normal or charged attack, Irreparable's duration will be increased by 1 second. When the equipping character hits an opponent with their elemental skill or burst, Unforgivable's duration will be increased by 1 second. Each of the above effects can be triggered once every 10th of a second. When Path of Conflict ends or the equipping character leaves the field, both Unforgivable and Irreparable will be removed. And this also has a Hexarray Secret Rites effect, which means that the above damage boosts are instead increased by 75%. And as we can see here, he is using the A Day card from Rising Winds artifact set, which is a set that we got all the way back in 6.3. Varka also uses this set, as well as any other Hexarray character that is a main DPS, like Razor. And let's go ahead and take a look at these skills and talents. Yeah, so basically from the looks of this, Lohen is basically your typical standard main DPS character. And his main thing is that he deals cryo damage. I guess mostly through either his skill, his burst, or through normal and charged attacks. But let's look at this first Ascension talent. When nearby party members accumulate will to win for Lohan by dealing damage while he is in the Master Stroke mode, if that damage is not less than 3,000% of Lohan's base attack, it will accumulate an extra 60 will to win. And for Flippant Masterpiece, while in Master Stroke mode, for 8 seconds after another nearby party member triggers a cryo reaction, that character's attack is increased by 15%, while Lohan's attack is also increased by 15%. Huh. And we also have the Witch's Homework. After completing his Witch's Homework, Lohan becomes a Hexarray character, which grants him this Hexarray Secret Rites effect. When the special elemental skill, Etched into Bone and Soul, hits an opponent, or the elemental burst, Manifest Judgment, is unleashed, if Lohan's will to win is at 50% or more of its max limit, his normal attack and charge attack damage will be increased by 40% for 6 seconds. And for his passive talent, Lohan gains the High Spirits for 9 seconds after he unleashes his elemental skill, Unforeseen Strike, which increases the skill level of Unforeseen Strike by 1 level. When unleashing an elemental skill, if the level of any other party member's normal attack, elemental skill, or elemental burst is not lower than Lohan's elemental skill level, the duration of this instance of High Spirits will be increased by an additional 6 seconds, and High Spirits can be gained once every 18 seconds. So I'm guessing, like, if you want to make use of his elemental skill with other characters in the party, they need to have around the same level for their talents, which is, honestly, that's not very interesting. Really interesting, as a matter of fact. Okay, Lohan, we already know about the thing with the bubble gum and the reading the book. Let's go ahead and start this. Dirt will start us off. Oh, wait.
I will.
I guess I'm supposed to... Oh, okay, that's how you do it. Wait, then what's the point of Dirt being around here?
My lambs to the slaughter.
Oh, I see. Unleash Lohan's elemental skill during Durin's elemental burst.
Point in space.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, okay. Alright, I see it now. There we go. Okay, now I understand. Now I understand the ways of Lohan. And now, let's go ahead and melt some people, shall we?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Adventure time.
Ouch!
Won't get to me. Yeah. No fairy tale living for you. Yeah.
Now, from what I recall, seeing that this team, that Lohan works really well with melt combo. Yeah, melt comps. That's what I was trying to get. But from what I've also heard, it can also work in freeze comps as well. Which I think would actually be really interesting to see.
Bet you weren't ready for this. Struggle all you want.
I think this goes to show that Lohan is in fact a sadist to the core. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's probably slightly concerning if you're into that kind of thing. Anyway, with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and start off Lohan's story quests. So, editor, cut back to where we were in Mondstadt. Oh boy, I have a feeling that Lohan may work really well with his team. Or he may not. But I figured since we have the freeze team comp here, we might as well go ahead and, well, use the freeze team comp with Lohan. And what a better way than bringing out, of course, the goat herself. We here are fans of Farina, and we're also fans of Granny. I figured I'd just want to bring that up. You know, I figured Paimon would have said something now that we've accepted a quest, but I guess not. It's always good to have some dessert every now and then, like teas and cakes and snacks and all that. But was this always like this, or is it just my imagination?
Huh? It's not a holiday or anything, is it? Why is it so lively in here?
Are we preparing for another festival? I know it's only been a few months since then, but is it time for another festival?
Prepare a few more strings of colored flags. As for the celebratory wine, I'll do the quality check in person. This is our first award ceremony since the Expeditionary Force's triumphant return. We're looking to put on a show, you hear?
Leave it to us, Captain Kaya.
An award ceremony?
Oh? The Honorary Knight and Paimon. Well, this saves me the trouble of sending someone to invite you.
Oh, well, I guess that's a good thing, I guess.
I'm sure our colleagues from the expedition will be delighted to see such prestigious guests in attendance.
The knights are giving out awards?
Am I getting a reward too? Because, you know, I'm an honorary knight. I know I said reward, but, you know, it's the same concept.
Well, I'm sure you know how many knights bear unique titles, yes?
Yes.
Take the Grand Master's Boreas, or Captain Eula's Spindrift, for example. Some they inherit. Others have unique origins. But, in the vast majority of cases, they are titles conferred to honor said knight's conduct and achievements.
Oh, like how I'm the honorary knight.
You could say that. Shame we were so busy with the issue of Dvalin's corruption back then, or we'd have held a ceremony for you too. Let me think. Why don't we make it up to you this time?
It's fine. It's been so long anyway. Several years.
Besides, isn't the ceremony meant for the knights who are back from the expedition in triumph? We wouldn't want to steal their thunder.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to steal their thunder. Paimon might, though.
Plus, being honored guests is way more impressive than actually receiving a title. You know, makes us sound like big shots.
You know, you might actually have a point there.
Is that so? In that case, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony.
Well, I'm glad on attending. As, you know, an honorary guest.
By the way, who's getting titles this time around?
Mostly those who've made outstanding contributions during the expedition. Winfried, Leifhelm, and Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company.
Wait, Ham? You mean he doesn't have one yet?
If it were just a question of personal ability, he'd have received a title before the expedition even started.
I see.
But he hasn't been with us for very long, and, well, let's just say there are personal reasons for the delay. Word is that he'll not only gain a title, but also official command over 5th Company.
Ah, so I see he's getting a promotion as well.
Why, by my count, he's even set to break a certain someone's record.
Wait, what record? But not just what record, but whose record?
The youngest captain of the Knights of Favonius, of course. The previous record holder was our former cavalry captain, Luke. I wonder what face our former captain will make when that happens.
I'm guessing he won't make any face.
I wouldn't be so sure. He smiled oh so brilliantly the day he set that record.
Could you, tell us about that?
A smiling champion of justice, huh? Yeah, nah. Paimon can't see it.
I can't see it either, but I would sure love to hear about it.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Care to guess what title our dear Vice Captain Lowen will receive?
Oh, we're playing name games, are we? Paimon, you're up.
Gotcha! Easy! So, Lowen... Dagger Knight? Smirking Knight! Right! Punching Bag Knight!
Your skills are fading away, Paimon. Such a shame. Such a cruel, cruel shame.
Nuh-uh! This guy's just hard to sum up! Anyway, what's his title gonna be?
Does it have to do something with sadism?
I'd say most signs right now point to... the Benevolent Knight.
That is a stretch.
Benevolent? How's that even slightly associated with him?
Yeah, he's definitely more sadistic than benevolent, from what I saw and heard.
Long story. Alas, it seems someone has come looking for you.
It would appear so.
Honorary Knight! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're actually here!
Is there something you need from me?
The Grand Master would like you to come to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. He says he has important matters to discuss.
Oh, if it's the Grand Master, then what are we standing around here for?
Varka? What important business would he have with us?
He's probably looking for an excuse to slack off, or maybe he wants to sneak out for a drink.
Paimon can't say she'd be surprised. But it's not like he's never serious, so maybe something really has come up.
Well, let's go see him just in case. Talk to you later, Kaya.
See you later. Remember to attend the ceremony.
Oh, I'll be there.
Any questions about the award ceremony arrangements? Perhaps... are you even listening?
Okay, no objections.
Lowen!
Huh?
Oh, yeah, can I go now? Yeah, thanks a lot, Grandmaster!
Hey, get back here! What is it with you young people these days? When I first earned my title, I was so excited I couldn't sleep a wink all night.
There's a wink right there.
Huh? Oh? And how many barrels of wine did you guzzle while counting sheep?
That's not the point. Forget it. I know you're not interested in a knightly title, or the position of captain. But it's Adorno's final wish to have you inherit the title of Benevolent Knight before he officially retires. You've been back in Montreal for a while now, and you're usually stationed at Dornman Port. Have you not thought about going to see him?
Hey, there have been too many reports to file since our return from the expedition. I haven't been able to find the time.
Oh. Odd that the handwriting on the reports you've submitted looks rather like Gunther's, wouldn't you say?
Ugh, can't even handle a little paperwork. He still needs more training.
He has a death glare too. Except it's not as, funny as the Nefer death glare. That one's actually like literal death glare.
Anyway, go have a good talk with Adorno. Like a smooth transition for both the title and the position of captain. Consider this a direct order from yours truly, the Grand Master, so don't go using work as an excuse, you hear? Don't look so worried. I have a rough idea of the agreement you two made before the expedition. If you need someone to cover for you... I mean, considering Adorno's special circumstances, I can make an exception and go with you.
Does he have poison right there? Oh, there's a poison dagger. Ah. Is he in mid-idle animation during the cutscene?
Forget it. You two have worked together for so long, he'd see right through you with a glance.
True. And besides, I've got other matters to attend to. Is there anyone else you can take? Someone convincing, but not too close to Adorno. Do we have such a knight here in Mondstadt?
That knight you speak of has just arrived.
Oh yes, so that's why you borrowed Varka's name. To summon us here, I suppose.
I was troubled, I tell you. But then, I just happened to see you two walking by from the window. This must be the Animo Archon's guidance, don't you think?
I think Venti would be too drunk to, do something of the sorts.
Not at all. Paimon's not sure what's going on yet, but you just want us to help you scam someone, don't you?
Oh, no, not at all. Honesty is a knight's badge of virtue. I'd just like you to play the part of my friends.
To play the part?
And corroborate some of the expedition's events while you're at it. Relax. If I say a single lie, feel free to punch me, alright?
Paimon, you know what to do.
Wait, there's a ton of problems with that. We didn't even meet up with Varka until the very end of the expedition. And we didn't run into you in Nocry either.
She's got a point.
All right, speaking of friends, I've heard tell of a certain friendly custom.
What friendly custom are you talking about, good sir?
The friendship fee. Here, I insist.
Wait, what kind of custom is that? What kind of friend are you talking about? Why is she getting all starry-eyed over Mora?
That's a lot of friendship.
No, that's not how friendship works. I referenced something about friendship, but now's not a good time.
I receive an allowance for special missions. Guess it all piled up before I knew it. I don't really have any use for so much money, so why not give it to a friend?
Flowhead, you can't buy friendship. That's not how that works.
We could always do with another friend, don't you think?
What about those problems you've mentioned?
Problems are meant to be solved. For the sake of friends.
Setting aside whether we're doing this for a friend or a friendship fee, I'm starting to wonder who this Adorno is.
Adorno, the Benevolent Knight, Captain of the 5th Company, and my direct superior.
Oh, well. Thank you for explaining that.
Benevolent Knight? Wasn't that...
The knightly title I'm about to inherit? It seems that's the rumor, but in truth, he and I made a pact.
Now, what kind of pact are we talking about here?
In return for recommending me for the expedition, he hoped I, in turn, would reflect on what it truly means to be a virtuous knight while I was away. Once it was all over, I'd then inherit the title Benevolent Knight from him, as well as the position of captain. I've been keeping my promise to you, For instance, I've been organizing group training sessions with my fellow knights every week to build ironclad trust between friends.
All right, the team building I told you about. Great way to foster trust and chemistry.
As for this week's training plan...
Drugging the wine one night in advance? What the...
Ray!
What?
Oh, my stomach! My stomach!
Secretly swapping a teammate's ammo?
What sorcery is this, huh? What do you mean there are no bullets in your gun?
Digging traps at the training ground?
Surely the Vice Captain can't take us all out if we swarm him at once. Come on! Let's get him!
Real combat's 10 times harder than training, and the enemy's 100 times more cunning than I am. Remember this well. Once you're on the battlefield, the only one you can truly trust is yourself. And so, to ensure the absolute safety of my friends, I went out every night, eliminating potential threats around our stronghold.
Vigilance and reconnaissance are indeed things a company captain needs to pay attention to.
Vigilance, reconnaissance, it's so much trouble. And for what? Enemies who disappear quietly won't disturb anyone's sleep.
Oh, I guess we're doing some reconnaissance. And by reconnaissance, we obviously mean Red Rum. While infiltrating the enemy camp, Lohan will use special dagger techniques to complete his mission. His elemental skill and burst will also be switched to infiltration-specific abilities. Additionally, the target that Lohan has locked onto will receive a special mark. When using his elemental skill, Lohan will throw a dagger at the targeted foe. It will defeat a normal enemy on hit, while elite enemies will be frozen. This elemental skill has 2 usages. In addition, you'll be able to use Elemental Burst after 2 opponents have been hit by Lohan's elemental skill. When using this Elemental Burst, Lohan will launch a surprise attack on a nearby locked-on target and defeat all nearby enemies at once. Yeah, so that Nintendo Direct that at this point came out, by the time I'm recording this, it would be yesterday. And my honest take on it is, well, it was kind of mid. I'm not necessarily saying that it was a good Direct. And I'm not saying it was a bad one either. It was just, you know, it exists, to put it in the best way possible. Now, that's not to say that some of the things that were presented were necessarily bad. I mean, it was just, yeah, some things were bad.
Have you heard?
But
there's a
honestly,
strange guy wandering around these parts.
I heard. We've lost lots of comrades at his hands. Where'd he even come from anyway? He must have a death wish messing with the Operation-Niki.
Oh, there. Much quieter.
Yeah, it's definitely much quieter now. But yeah, I would definitely say that there were some good things that have come out from this Direct. And that's saying something, because I mean, we're getting definitive editions for all 3 Xenoblade games. Although, for the Switch too, mind you. And then we also have what I believe is probably the greatest thing to come out of this, and that is the remake of Ocarina of Time. For the Switch too, of course.
Enough messing about. Time to wrap this up.
And yeah, I am looking forward to that Switch 2 remake of Ocarina of Time.
I was slow, weak,
powerless,
mortal.
Ah, it's the Aura Farmer! He still looks incredibly handsome.
Lowen! Hey, you! Take him and fall back!
He was a sinner who once set his face against the world. He wields abyssal power far beyond our imagination. And he farms aura like a madman.
Yeah, in the end, we had to use his power against him just to banish him. So, don't worry about it too much.
But he was once a mere mortal too, wasn't he?
Well, I haven't seen this wreck here of Solnari with my own eyes, but I believe that strength alone does not a knight make. Anyway, I've got some important work to attend to. You and your friends can come along if you like, Lowen.
Important work? Aren't you already semi-retired?
Ha! Just follow me and you'll see. Consider this required reading for any benevolent knight.
Ah, reading! That's Paimon's one weakness! Yeah, so really excited for the Ocarina of Time remake. That's actually coming out later this year. Really stoked, you know, for all the Xenoblade Chronicle Definitive Editions coming for the Switch too, despite not having one yet, but I'll probably get one eventually. And it's just mostly because I just want to see Pyra some more. I love Pyra a whole lot.
Ah! The benevolent knight is here!
Grandpa
I agree.
Hey now, no rushing, and no snatching. Easy now. Line up properly.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. They're just kids. A little excitement is a good thing. Here you go. Today's candy.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Ooh, this is great!
Is this the important work you spoke of?
Oh, we're just getting started, recruit. Try to keep up.
Understood, Captain.
I don't know what, but I just find this to be incredibly funny.
Oh.
Editor? You're keeping the nice nature laugh throughout all of that, right? But, are you right? I've never seen you this exhausted even after a fight.
I should be the one asking you. How are you so skilled at this?
Well, you get used to it. Such is life of an adventurer, like myself.
I can barely imagine our honorary knight doing things like this all day long.
You'd be surprised.
We don't spend every waking hour fighting bad guys who want to destroy the world, you know. Also, the world would be a way scarier place if that happened every day.
You seem a bit disappointed, but this is our actual daily routine.
Daily routine, huh? I've been back in Mondstadt for a while now, but adapting hasn't been easy. Not long ago, camping in the wild and facing constant danger was our daily routine.
But you were still on the expedition then, right? Now you can finally relax.
Yeah, for some R&R.
Oh, you think so? Well, personally, I find it hard to feel at ease with any sort of daily routine. It was the Animo Archon who scattered the snowstorms that once swept Mondstadt. The Knights of Favonius who won the peace we now enjoy through conquest. A single, unexpected incident could bring it all crashing down. So, rather than waiting for someone to turn my daily routine on its head, I find it more reassuring to follow an extraordinary routine.
We knights are needed precisely because the world is so fragile.
Oh, are you done handing out the candy already?
That was fast.
Indeed. Looks like you're all wrapped up here as well. Thanks for exercising such patience. This next task should give you a chance to stretch your legs. We're going to patrol the surrounding area for monsters.
Monsters? What, are the knights short-handed? You haven't held a sword in years!
Hey now, my retirement isn't official yet. It's just a patrol. I'm still more than capable of handling myself. Things did get a bit tough a while back, but look at me now, eh? Might as well get going while I still got pep in my step.
Never one to sit still, were you? Fine. Where are we headed?
We've had strange monsters show up around the outskirts. No one's gotten hurt yet, but you can never be too careful. Usually I just patrol the area for any approaching monsters, but this time, I've got you for backup.
Oh, I guess I'm also back up.
Yeah, forget about just patrolling. We can take them all on, no problem, right?
Piece of cake.
Sure, let's go.
Huh? That's weird. Paimon thought he'd be more excited.
Were you expecting a let me try my blade with you or something? Or perhaps another test subject?
Well, why not? Paimon doesn't get him at all.
It's okay. He's just an enigma.
Weird? No signs of anything unusual here. Are there really monsters nearby?
Yeah, you'll probably find a hilly churl somewhere.
If you're looking for the ones that have been behaving strangely, I fear you're here too late.
Oh, hello there.
It seems someone beat the Knights of Favonius to the punch, and took care of them already.
D-Luke? What are you doing here?
Long time no see, Mr. Adorno. You too, traveler. Paimon? Lowen?
Were the monsters here wiped out by a certain Dark Knight hero by any chance?
Please say yes.
No.
Oh. Are you sure?
I'm not personally familiar with this Dark Knight hero you speak of. But based on the rumors I've heard, the traces left on this battlefield don't match his style.
I've said it once before, a few months ago, and I'll say it again. When are they going to update his in-game model?
Now, this looks more like someone obtained advanced intel on the monsters and came to clean up. Not even a single scrap remains.
Oh? So it would appear you're here to investigate, Master D-Luke. That's odd. Why would the boss of the Dawn Winery be interested in monsters?
Dawn Winery's caravans pass through Dornman Port. The rumors left me ill at ease, so I decided to see for myself. As for the Knights of Favonius, are they still understaffed, even with the expedition's return?
Huh. Strict as ever, I see. I took this patrol up myself. Gotta keep moving while I still can. I've been living this long decades. Can't just sit idle, you know?
Thank you for your hard work, venerable benevolent knight.
Wait, what? Not even Varka gets that much respect from D-Luke.
Well, you see, Paimon, Varka is Varka. And Adorno is, well, Adorno.
I'd say that's Varka's problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Eric only got away with causing that uproar by taking advantage of the Grandmaster's absence. If he and the other knight had been here, they never would have allowed Krepus's heroism in driving off the dragon to go unrecognized. And we old codgers back in Mondstadt wouldn't have been the only ones left to stand up for your father.
But they weren't there, were they? Let's cut the small talk. Since there are no clues here, I have no reason to stay. Goodbye, traveler. Paimon.
I guess we'll be seeing you at some point later then, D-Luke.
And take care, benevolent knight.
Ursa. Eric. Even when gone, some foes leave wounds that won't easily heal.
Ursa? Erok? I guess it's kind of hard to explain, isn't it?
Oh, need me to explain? Sure. Ursa was a wicked dragon who could really take a beating, and Eric was an inspector who could have really used one.
Okay.
Allow me instead. Ursa the Drake was a dragon who first appeared in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, bringing calamity with its immense might. After the Knights of Favonius were founded, our first Grand Master, Vanessa, sealed it away with the Animo Archon's help. After that, the dragon sank into slumber.
For context, Vanessa is from Netland, the best nation in Teyvat. Definitely not biased.
However, just a decade ago, it appeared in Mondstadt once again. With the Grand Master away, its timing could not have been worse. Not only that, it would lie low when the Knights of Favonius mobilized to attack, only to suddenly re-emerge when they were resting.
Such perfect timing!
A very cunning dragon.
In the end, it was also perfect timing that the Fatui Harbinger who exterminated it just so happened to be passing through.
A Fatui Harbinger? Wait. You don't mean...
That's right. Your old friend, the Doctor. Or would it be more accurate to say one of his segments?
First off, that guy is not my friend! And besides, he's dead anyway!
So, Ursa the Drake waking up. It was all part of some plot segment?
Yeah, that probably would make a lot of sense, actually. You know, Dotori's wicked schemes, am I right?
Not entirely. Even a Fatui Harbinger would have struggled to stir up such a storm in Mondstadt themselves.
So, there was someone else pulling the strings?
Indeed. There was one other person who, seduced by transcendent power, secretly colluded with the Doctor. He was the then Inspector of the Knights of Favonius, and the greatest traitor to the Knights in 100 years. Eric.
The former Inspector of the Knights. What's his relationship with Diluc?
When Diluc had just come of age, Ursa attacked a trade caravan from the Dawn Winery. It should have been nothing more than a common raid, a tactic they commonly use to incite. But the swaggering dragon was driven back by a mere merchant, Diluc's father, Crepus, who paid the ultimate price. News of this defeat did not favor Eric's plan to seize power through terror, so he suppressed the truth, claiming he was doing so to maintain the honor of the Knights. If only I had discovered a moment sooner that he and the Doctor were working hand in glove, perhaps I could have stopped everything that followed.
That's not your burden to shoulder alone. Eric hid his true colors well. Up until the incident with Ursa. Even his victims had no idea who was responsible for their suffering.
They may have got away with it for a time, but they've all paid the price for their sins now.
We needn't continue to live in the shadows of scum like that, old man.
You've got a point. We've got long lives ahead of us, after all. On with our next task, eh? This should lift your spirits a bit, I'm sure. We'll be assisting the 10th Company with their research.
It's as we thought. The magic Miss Alice left behind isn't so easily understood.
Hey, Sucro! Huh? Is this...
Oh, I've seen this little thing before.
Traveler! Are you here to assist with the development tests for the simulation training bubble Type 02?
Oh, is that what I'm here for? Yes?
Is that the magic bubble that can recreate memories?
Oh, you've used it too?
I was told not long after my return that I could use this to catch up with the various events, large and small, that transpired during our absence. But using this level of magic for, well, storytelling seems like a huge waste of resources.
You're not alone in thinking that. Our investigation team quickly recognized its broader potential for training simulations.
If we could recreate formidable enemies from Senior Knight's memories and incorporate them into realistic, safe training simulations, that could help raise the whole organization's combat prowess. However, we've been debugging the bubble for a while now, and we still haven't fully grasped its underlying principles. We're also struggling to balance realism with safety.
Safety? Doesn't sound like something Alice would give much thought to.
You know, she's actually kinda right on that.
That's so. Sounds interesting. Let me give it a shot. You're not here to take part, are you, Pops?
Oh, not to worry. I know exactly how much strength these old bones have left in them. I'm just here to provide the memories inside my head.
Oh? Then who was the tester in your original plan?
Mr. Gross, the test arrangements are... Lauren.
Theodore,
Why are you?
Yeah, I just happened to come along with the Dorno to test this simulation training bubble. I take it you're the scheduled tester?
Yes, that's right. And these are?
Let me introduce you. These two are the honorary knight and her guide, Paimon.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
The honorary knight. I didn't expect someone so distinguished.
And this is Theodore, a trainee medic with the 8th Company. Like you, he's one of Lowen's friends.
Ah, so, you didn't pay him, Mora, to be your friend, right?
Lowen? Friends?
Like actual friends?
No need to sound so surprised. I have plenty of friends. Don't I, Paimon?
Yeah. Paimon wonders how much this guy's friendship fee was.
The fact that she actually references... Wait, the fact that she made me laugh! Oh, God. Editor, are we using the nice nature one for that? Or are we using something else?
Theodore, isn't rescue and medical care more your thing? How did you end up getting roped into testing?
I actually helped to construct this simulation, so I understand a few of its basic principles. Besides, I trained to become a knight too. And even if something happens, I should be able to patch myself up.
But you needn't force yourself to do this if Vice Captain Lowen's willing to take over. We might get more practical test data from frontline knights too, so...
Yeah, I suppose Lowen's the better pick.
Chin up, Theodore. If anything happens to Lowen, we'll be counting on you to treat him.
All right. I doubt there's a memory out there that can hurt me, but let's get started, old man.
Come on! Show me what passes for an elite foe in your mind.
Don't get cocky, kid. You're not the only one who's been out on expedition with them.
Poke them, and they fall apart.
Oh, jeez, what's a consecrated beast doing here? Oh, gosh! I hate finding these things!
Putting me to sleep!
Get this thing out of my sight!
Bet you weren't ready for this!
Yeah. They call this a secret source automaton? Fancy name for a chunked up boy.
Looks like my memories can't give you much trouble.
It does kind of look like a giant toy. Man. I mean, it's a good thing that there aren't any, Night Soul characters here. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble.
No fluctuation in pain parameters. Should we switch to a more normal test subject?
No need. Let's continue the test.
Are you sure? I don't think my memories will yield anything worth fighting against at this point.
Don't we have a knight right here who's faced more terrifying foes? Come on, show me the Rahier of Solnari, as you remember him.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not so disheartened that I'd fear his memory. I just want to see if I'm still as powerless as he claimed.
Wait, I'm fighting him again? No! Why do I have to fight the Aura Farmer again?
Futile. Pathetic.
Did he really get that much stronger?
I mean, surely that I won't actually have to fight the Aura Farmer properly, right?
It's your turn to feel afraid.
Ah! I mean, still though, I really do enjoy Blythe's take on Mr. Rarier himself.
Bet you weren't ready for this.
Definitely made him very aura farmer-like.
Mortal! Say these words for yourself! Now let's fight!
This memory. Are we losing control? Traveler.
Oh, yeah, sure thing. And how do I do that?
Leave none stand.
Wake up! Lowen!
Oh, wait, before I forget. That would be a good thumbnail, wouldn't you agree? Well, we might find something else later, but,
Mr. Adorno, are you...
I'm fine. Just threw my back out. Gotta take a break, that's all. But Lowen... Wound up hurting yourself trying to hold back that final blow, didn't you? Theodore, go get him checked over. Last thing we want is to miss a serious injury.
All right. Lowen, come with me.
Mr. Adorno, are you all right?
It's no big deal, just got old. Things stick with you once you're over the hill, waiting to be set off by the slightest exertion. Guess I'll have to ask Theodore for another prescription.
Is there something up with Lowen?
Could there be a problem with the magic? But if there were issues with the reproduced memories, the honorary knight should have noticed.
I tried to control the projection too. I don't think the magic is the problem.
Are you saying the problem lies with Lowen himself?
Potentially.
Did the battle with the Rehir of Solnari set him off again?
Wait, set him off? Again?
Lowen's pursuit of power began long ago. The traitor, Eric, collaborated with the Doctor on forbidden experiments in his quest for greater power. Lowen nearly became one of their test subjects.
Experiments by the Doctor?
So, it appears that our dear friend Kale was not the only character involved within experiments by the Doctor. Wait a minute! I literally just said that! Oh, wow. I guess I have... Could he be just like Kale?
Fortunately, the Knights tracked Eric's cronies down, uncovering their plots before they could act. They cut their experiments short and tried to transport their victims away. But we intercepted them in transit and rescued everyone. It's all right. It's over now.
I heard about that. That was the incident that saw you gain the title of Benevolent Knight, right? I'd never have guessed that Vice Captain Lowen was involved.
I never deserved that title. We saved the kidnapped children, yes, but I failed to root Eric out. I couldn't find their experiment site, nor could I help Lowen fully shake off the trauma of that incident. He's always believed he needs power to stay free from others' control. I'd hoped the expedition might change his perspective, but...
The battle against Rerir may have deepened his obsession instead?
So that's what happened.
It's tough having to act the part of a friend with someone like him, huh?
Yeah. Wait.
You saw right through us, didn't you? Well, nothing gets past you, eh, Benevolent Knight?
I may be getting old, but my eyes haven't failed me yet. Ignoring his methods, the fact that he's found companions willing to play along with his little charade shows he's made at least some progress.
I guess that's a good thing. Right, Paimon?
Even if you're just acting, maybe learning from you will finally help him figure it out.
I sure hope so. Sucrose? What's wrong?
There's something I'm concerned about. Honorary Knight, would you mind taking a look at this?
Sure, as I nod my head.
Strange. Mr. Adorno said that Lowen's obsession may have caused the projection to spiral out of control. However, the simulation training bubble Type O2's parameters were all normal. If anything, it was the power Vice Captain Lowen released at that moment that appeared unusual.
So, you haven't seen anything like this before?
No. It's not the elemental energy we usually encounter, and it isn't the Void Realm energy that Mr. Albedo talks about either. Do you have any ideas what it might be, Honorary Knight?
I thought I sensed some familiar power back there, but I can't be certain.
So, you think there's something up with Lowen? He's not messing about with something dangerous, is he?
That's not what I meant. I'm just reporting my findings. We shouldn't accuse our companions of anything untoward, not without evidence.
You have a point. We've just run into this sort of thing way too many times. Can't be too careful.
Why did you come here today? We clearly agreed.
Farka's orders, not my decision.
Even so, that was way too careless of you. Using so much power. What if we're exposed?
Then we'll just have to accelerate our experiments before that happens.
Hey, Grandpa Adorno!
Oh, little Paimon and the Honorary Knight.
Are you feeling better today?
Right as rain. I wasn't really injured yesterday. Theodore had a look at me, and frankly, I'm feeling better than ever.
Well, that's great to hear.
I've his treatment to thank for my continued vigor. Without his help, he'd probably have buried me years ago.
Theodore? You mean the apprentice medic from the 8th Company? He didn't look all that skilled to Paimon.
Well, you see, Paimon, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Looks can be deceiving.
He once aspired to be a knight fighting on the front lines, but perhaps the physician path suits him better. Anyway, enough about that for now. You guys come here looking for Lowen.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, he disappeared after trying the simulation training bubble yesterday. We can't find him anywhere.
Did he come back here?
Yeah, he left it this morning. Said he wanted to apologize for what happened yesterday. He confessed that yesterday was all just an act, and that he couldn't stand this bone-dry daily routine. So, to make up for it,
I'll wipe out every last one of those annoying monsters.
That's how he apologizes? Huh, totally his style.
So he's gone monster hunting by himself? Should we go check on him?
Ordinary monsters pose no threat to him. What worries me is that something like what happened yesterday might happen again. If you could keep an eye on him, that would certainly put me at ease.
Mm-hmm. I'll keep an eye out. Right, so where would the... Oh, right, it's all the way up there. Okay. Wait. I just realized I got this. And I can use it too. How much more does it give, by the way? Oh. 10,000. Or 10,000, 100,000. I can't count. Leave it to me that, Mr. Moose here cannot count. Sometimes he forgets his ones and zeros. You're not making fun of him, right, editor? Surely you're not saying anything that would seem, you know, a bit too mean or rude towards him, right? I mean, that would just be really uncouth. And there's probably some other synonym that I could use with that.
So many monsters. Huh? Wait, isn't that D-Luke?
Yes, it is, Paimon.
Guess you're the last one. You'd better put up a good fight. Who's there?
It ran away.
I never thought a winery owner would care so much about hunting monsters. Or could it be you're after something else?
And what about you? Are monsters all you aim to eradicate? Given how the previous scene was so clean that nothing was left behind.
Oh? First I've heard of it.
In that case, why don't we examine the monsters here? Perhaps we'll discover what it is about them that's attracting so much attention.
Forget it. I'll go after the one that got away. Investigations and the like aren't really my style. See you around, D-Luke.
That's the gist of everything that happened before you arrived.
I see. Well, thank you for recapping all of that.
What's he trying to pull? Seriously. Forget punching bag night. It should be the punch night.
So, what's the deal with these monsters? Are they all worth this fuss?
Yeah, Adorno talked about him yesterday. Sounded like they're kind of weird, but they haven't hurt anyone yet?
Which is partly down to someone secretly eliminating them. And partly down to them preferring to attack their own kind whenever hunger strikes.
They attack their own kind?
Yes. Eyewitness reports are scarce, so we can't be certain. But the monster remains here do show signs that they've been fighting each other. Forming packs, yet killing each other. It's not the behavior of naturally occurring monsters.
So it is certainly strange.
Huh? But if these monsters will attack each other, can't we just wait for them to wipe themselves out? Why be so vigilant?
Because such beasts bearing Ursa's flesh have appeared before. And not just once either.
Varka!
Well, this is a coincidence. Honorary Knight, Paimon, and you too, D-Luke.
So, the Knights of Favonius are not entirely ignorant of this anomaly.
Yes, the tragedy Eric wrought cannot and will not be allowed to happen again.
Did you just say Ursa's flesh? Is this somehow related to that Eric guy?
In his pursuit of transcendent power, he once conspired with one of Dottores' segments to extract a serum containing the power of Ursa the Drake from the dragon's flesh. When the reckoning with the Knights came, he and his cohorts all injected themselves with that serum, causing us quite a bit of trouble. Their strength and bloodthirst increased in equal measure, and consumed by madness, they even attacked each other. Ironically, Eric ultimately failed to control that power. Not only did he turn his sword against his followers, but he went to his own demise in the process.
Ursa the Drake? What exactly is it? How could it have such terrifying power?
I heard it's existed for over 1,000 years, and it even fought with the first Grand Master.
That's right.
Then why did they only seal it away? Was even the founding Grand Master unable to kill it?
No. It was spared because Ursa the Drake was once an angel.
What?
Wait, I'm sorry?
I've heard that long ago, the angelic race was faced with a difficult choice, and Ursa chose to preserve its power. Having lost its mind and retaining only power, this angel remained drawn to human settlements, not realizing that its proximity alone would destroy many.
Is that why Vanessa decided to seal it away back then?
Yes, but it was awakened by the Doctor's inducement, which was oversight on the Knight's part. I won't deny that.
Rather than assigning blame for the past, we would be better served by rooting out the present threat. But Ursa's flesh and blood, why would it reappear within these monsters?
Eric was, admittedly, once a knight in whom we placed much of our hopes. As such, he knows our methods well. Before he met his end, he destroyed all records regarding his experiment site. To this day, we have yet to find any information to locate it. I suspect we have the segment to thank for that too. But Dottores' backup plans were dismantled by the Traveler in Sumeru, a fact you're no doubt aware of.
Yeah, I did that. Along with a hat guy and a cabbage.
We believe this means that the covert measures he took in Mondstadt have also ceased to work.
Ah, so those monsters, they all escaped from the experiment site?
I'm afraid it goes deeper than that. Someone has likely restarted the experiments.
Past experiments. Ursa's flesh and blood. Angelic power. Does this mean that the power I sensed in Lohan yesterday is...
You noticed it too, then? During the commotion yesterday?
Yes. At the time, I... proceed to have this conversation.
So it's possible that Lohan has been dabbling in forbidden experiments to gain extraordinary power.
He isn't bad enough to do something like that, is he?
Bad enough? Probably not. Sadistic enough? Most definitely.
Wealth, power, authority. Too many things can turn a good person into a villain. Ursa, Eric, neither of them were the bad guys you might imagine before they made their fateful choices.
But no matter Lowen's intentions, it is my duty to pull him back from the edge before he goes too far.
So, what do we do now? Keep investigating in secret?
No need for that. That's why I'm here at Dornman Port. I'm going to find him and ask him directly.
Oh, slippery little rat. Pretty good at running away, aren't you? Now, where will you go from here?
Hey, Lowen! Now's not the time to be cleaning up test subjects. The Knights are making their move. Lots of unfamiliar Knights showed up in Dorman Port today. Did yesterday's test expose us? Or did they capture an experiment subject? Could they have discovered?
It was only a matter of time. I'd say we were lucky to have lasted this long. Steadfast allies make redoubtable opponents, as they say.
What do we do now, then? Find a place to lie low?
That would make reaching our objective even harder. That you were able to come here freely means the Knights haven't verified their suspicions just yet. We have to go all in while we still have the chance. Do it now. Use me as a test subject.
Now? But those problems we were having before, we still haven't.
Why are you hesitating? I told you, we're not the same, you and I. I'm doing this for myself.
Extraordinary power comes with extraordinary risks. I figured that out a long time ago.
But...
do it! Now! Or have you forgotten your goal?
No, it's not working. Was the dosage too low? Or was the concentration too weak? Or maybe the perfect result was never attainable. Lowen, we've got to hide. We can gather more monsters for experiments later.
No. Hide? How much time do you think the Knights will give us, huh? We've always been gambling with a small window of opportunity. No, we'd only confirm their suspicions if we ran. That would make us targets no matter where we research. How would we get close to our target
then? What should we do now?
We're going to break the target out tonight. Then, he can follow us down to hell. As expected, the Knights of Favonius are acting swiftly.
There's a crowd gathering up ahead. Something about this feels wrong.
Torno!
Ha! I finally found you. Keep a close eye on it now. Don't let it stray too far from you again, all right?
Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa Adorno.
And don't run off into the countryside alone looking for it again. I know you're worried about it, but Hannelor's worried about you, too. We'll keep this our secret this time, but don't let it happen again.
Okay, I understand.
A monster? How did it get here? Something about this one doesn't look right. Don't be afraid. I'm here with you. Now stand up and get out of here.
But...
Run back home. Don't you worry. Gramps here is a knight.
The knights who arrived later defeated the monster. Its power far exceeded what is normal. Adorno fought it tooth and nail to buy time until they arrived.
Adorno! Adorno!
It's fine. You know my condition. I wouldn't have made it this far without your help. Fighting one last time to save others sure makes me feel more like a knight than lying in bed ever did. I'm sorry to do this to you now. I know you worked hard on the treatments. Luan, the title of Benevolent Knight and the 5th Company's captaincy. If you don't want them, just let them go. Be true to yourself. That's all that matters.
Lowen, come with me for a moment. The investigative team's analysis shows that the monster that attacked Adorno bears Ursa's mark. Do you still intend to remain silent now that things have got this far? This isn't an interrogation. Remain silent if you wish, but I hope you'll choose to come clean.
Hold on, I'll talk. I'll confess everything and accept whatever punishment awaits, but please. Please give me one more night. Tomorrow I'll go to the Knights of Favonius and explain everything. I swear it on my honor as a knight.
That's the first time I've heard you swear such an oath in all this time we've worked together.
It's the first time I've ever heard something like him, say something like that.
I know it doesn't carry much weight.
Then let's use the Benevolent Knight's name to balance the scales. Please, keep your promise this time, Lowen.
I'm sorry, Theodore. I intended to make Lowen captain and leave my title to you. I know how much you earned for that title since you were little.
It's not your fault, Mr. Adorno. I don't possess the talent that helped Owen pass the Knight's exam so easily. Years of work, and I'm still stuck as a trained medic. How could I ever inherit your title?
Medics. Knights. We're all protecting people, aren't we? The way I see it, you earn that title every day.
No. In truth, I've done so much wrong. And what I'm about to do is worse still.
So you agreed to his request? Just like that?
What else should I have done? Ask him to submit a report for my approval? Please, spare us both. I know how much Adorno means to him, so I trust the weight of his vow.
There once was a man who made many promises to my father in the name of chivalry. In the end, he betrayed their friendship. Warped obsessions and the passage of time can turn friends into foes as easily as the wind changes its course.
Quoting Crepus, are we? That really takes me back.
Did you guys all know each other back in the day?
I'm assuming yes.
Once, there were 3 spirited young men who imagined their futures together. One was a rich young master. He dreamed of becoming a knight, but ended up inheriting the family winery. Next came a hot-headed rule breaker, who ended up leading the Knights of Favonius. And the last one obtained neither the wealth he desired, nor the power he yearned for. Obsession was all that was left, piling up day after day, a towering spire.
Longing turned into obsession. Yearning turned into jealousy.
Is that how Eric let the doctor worm his way in?
Eric made his own choices, no matter what was said to him. I understand his reasoning, but that doesn't mean I pity him. And it certainly doesn't mean I'll make the same mistakes again. I'm keeping a close eye on my subordinates this time.
Bad news!
Hey, haven't finished talking yet.
You're not Yehuda! You can't make me do this! Grandmaster!
That voice! Did it come from where Adorno was just now?
Laughing aside, we can talk about trust later. Let's hurry over and take a look.
Leedsburg, what's going on here?
Adorno's gone? Lowen and Theodore too?
Uh-oh. That's not good.
I don't know. I was on patrol and I saw the door was wide open. I looked inside and everything was like this.
Then why'd you close the door then?
Captain Adorno couldn't have gotten out of bed in his condition. Could someone have taken him away?
Grandmaster, it's an emergency. Vice Captain Lowen barreled straight through our patrols and headed for the outskirts.
That kid. Seriously.
Did he leave any sort of message?
Message? He looked like he was in a hurry. All he said was, "Out of the way," before rushing off.
Did you go after him? As you're standing right here and right now.
Well, of course. But you know how fast he is. I'm afraid we...
Track him as far as you can. Leave the rest to us. D-Luke, Honorary Knight, I'm counting on you to help me with this one.
Oh, you can count on me, Grandmaster. You know, it's one thing that I always find to be funny in a sense, like, you know, with how Varka's like this character who just seems like all he just wants to do is drink and have a fun times. But then, you know, once he gets serious, he actually gets serious. It's crazy. What are you doing? Don't jump off the bridge, you idiot! If you're gonna at least jump off, at least have some weight gliders on. I mean, come on, man.
Is this as far as we were able to track him? Well, he's not known as the 5th Company's sharpest arrow for nothing. Gone in a flash.
I want to praise him, save it for later. Do we have any more clues?
The dew on this grass is cold. Probably the effects of elemental energy.
Traces of elemental energy, huh? I should be able to track them.
Oh, you really are something, eh, Honorary Knight?
There are many things that you don't know about me, Grandmaster.
Still, being spotted by witnesses and leaving traces, that's not the Lowen I know.
Do you think he wants to be followed?
I have a feeling that he does want to be followed.
Whether he's in a rush to complete something, stop something from happening, our task remains the same.
Yep, let's get going. We've got to get to the bottom of this.
Duck. I know that probably seems like I did a really bad thing, but trust me, it was a really good thing. I at least got some satisfaction out of it. It's not that I don't like ducks. I mean, I think, like, duck in itself is actually a really good poultry. It's just that I haven't had duck in well over 20 years at this point. I'm looking forward to having some at some point in the future. Whenever that'll happen.
These metal scraps and vessels. It's like leading the expedition through Snezhnaya again.
The vegetation here is a little strange as well. Could Ursa's power be behind this?
Your earlier conjecture appears correct. This place indeed looks like an experiment site, left behind by one of the Doctor's segments. No wonder the Knights of Favonius have failed to discover the entrance for so many years. It was most likely his handiwork.
And once the concealment faded, someone discovered this place before us, restarting the experiments on Ursa's flesh and blood.
You don't think it was...
What a pain. How many more test subjects do we need to catch? What are you looking at? Stay put, and don't cause any trouble.
Oh, I guess I'm in first person mode again. It feels like something similar to what I did during Linnea's story quest. Wait, is that a Meta troll?
The experiment results have been confirmed. The serum dosage still requires adjustment.
Did I just witness Red Rum?
Sir, the new subjects are here. This brat's real vicious. Took a lot of work to quiet him down.
Interesting. I'll take a look myself.
I hope he's not talking about me. That's in first person.
You shall soon surpass the common clay of this world. You shall cross into the realm of the extraordinary.
I think that's supposed to be Eric. I could be wrong, though. Okay, so there's nothing I can look at over there.
I told you, don't cause trouble.
Jeez! If I didn't know that was coming, I would have been scared.
Baksim, Baksim!
Was that a projection formed using memory?
Seems like a trap laid to slow our advance.
A trap? Could it be Lowen again?
Kid would have come up with something way more deadly.
I see, we're on the same page here. Sadism, am I right?
In any case, Lowen isn't the only one who was captured by Eric and is familiar with this kind of magic.
You don't look like you're here to assist.
On the contrary, I believe ending this as soon as possible is the best way to help.
In this? Is that what you're saying now? Back when the test subjects were escaping left, right, and center? Back when I was ready to give up? Who was it who said I should keep going? Ugh. Did all the test subjects escape?
You shouldn't experiment on yourself so soon, Theodore. Did you think that discovering Eric's lab and taking control of Dottores' apparatus would be enough to help you restart their experiments? Look at you. You can barely lift a finger. Helpless to do anything but watch your test subjects flee.
Lauren, are you here to stop me?
Quite the opposite. Who do you think kept those monsters from eating you?
You took care of them?
I also plan to deal with the ones that fled into the wild. If you ignore them, the Knights of Favonius will follow them right back to your doorstep.
Why are you helping me?
I know what you intend to do with the flesh and blood of Ursa the Drake. I've read the examination report you wrote for Adorno. Old and frail, a mass of old injuries. One day you won't wake up. No one will be surprised. Without extraordinary intervention, that is.
I hit it! Even Adorno himself didn't see it.
Don't be so shocked. We're companions, both rescued by the benevolent knight. Did you really think I wouldn't notice your changes?
Is that why you're willing to keep my secret?
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I sincerely hope Adorno can live a while longer. It'd save me from inheriting any unnecessary responsibilities. But what I'm more interested in is power. Aren't you concerned that your monster experiments have hit a bottleneck, and that your own body can't bear Ursa's power? In that case, use me as your test subject.
Without you, we'd never have come this far. We're finding the serum, continuing the experiment, bringing Adorno here? Were these ideas not all yours, Lowen?
That's right. And that's why I'm also prepared for failure.
Failure? We're so close. As long as you don't blow our cover, we've still got a shot! Lowen, listen to me. The Ursa serum works. Adorno's improving. He can get out of bed on his own now. If it weren't for you, I don't think he would have lasted the week. But I can only add low concentration serum to Adorno's meals and medication for now. It won't cure the root cause.
Is that so? Oh, that's good to hear. The smoother your experiments go, the greater my hopes of mastering this power.
Do you think you could find the time to see him? He talks about you often.
I'll pass. I'd really rather not listen to his nagging. Besides, unnecessary contact only increases the risk of exposure. We're running out of time. The Knights of Favonius will notice something is wrong sooner or later, no matter how many tricks we pull. They'll only work for a time. How much longer until you have complete control?
Soon. Very soon. Thanks to your help, the serum's power has stabilized substantially. Though, I wouldn't call it a gentle concoction.
Don't go using it on the old man to save time.
Of course not. You're overthinking this. I know what I'm doing.
Uh-huh, so you say. Everyone assumes they know what they're doing right up until trouble lands on their doorstep.
If that day ever comes, feel free to slap some sense into me.
Cover, do you think the Knights never suspected? Who do you think was delaying the investigation? How many times do I have to say this? We were gambling from the start. With our time, the Knights' time, and the time Adorno has left. If you lose a fight, you retreat. If you lose a bet, you accept it. Linger on the battlefield or at the gambling table, and we're bound to lose even more.
What do you want to do then? Stand by and watch him die?
Wake up already. In his present state, the serum would kill him. Would you prefer that?
I haven't given up yet. I completed the final refinements before you arrived. This is the refined high-concentration serum. So long as I use this, even you won't be able to stop me. You can refuse to cooperate. That's fine. It just brings me back to where I began. I'll finish this myself.
Relying on hazy childhood memories, Theodore was the first to find this place, restarting Eric's experiments to prolong Adorno's life. But at some point, the experiment failed, and the monsters escaped. Lowen then discovered him and offered his assistance, allowing him to continue extracting serum from Ursa the Drake. That appears to be the full picture.
What do you intend to do with them?
I'll leave that headache to Jean and the others to deal with later. Let them decide the appropriate course to take.
Well, I guess Jean still has to do some things every now and then.
For now, I'm more concerned about the remains of Ursa's flesh, buried here beneath the ground.
And I guess that's where we come in. Well, I mean, they already showed us where we need to go.
According to the experimental logs, extracting high-concentration serum requires repeatedly stimulating Ursa's flesh to increase its activity.
There's an ominous feeling growing stronger by the second. Prepare for battle.
Oh, in that case, I'm ready for battle. Because I know something's gonna happen here. So we might as well have Yelan out in front. For, you know, obvious reasons.
Why? I used the highest concentration possible.
You're weak. And you don't even have the self-awareness to realize it.
Awareness? What right do you have to talk to me about self-awareness? She lost control once before as well.
And that's how I know we can't go on. If the price for saving Adorno's life is his very self, then we won't be saving him. But the monster he'll become. Take a long, hard look in the mirror. Are you really the person he chose to inherit the benevolent name?
I won't accept this! I can't accept this!
When was the last time I embraced the two of you like this? In the blink of an eye, you've grown too big for hugs.
Adorno?
How did you?
I heard everything. You've been helping me cling on, haven't you? It's thanks to both of you I have this chance to hug you once again, just like old times. All that's left to say is, it's all right. It's over now. Why the tears? It wouldn't do for the benevolent knight to check out by making kids cry now, would it? Promise me you'll see me off with a smile.
I just don't want to watch you.
Isn't it enough that you're here by my side?
Adorno! Theodore!
Lowhead!
This issue has been resolved, I take it?
Not entirely.
Hey! That was a low roar from deep within!
What was that sound?
I knew it. You had to stimulate Earth's flesh beyond the high-risk threshold to extract the necessary serum. If its power is allowed to continue overflowing, all nearby life forms will be affected. Just like the plants here and those monsters we saw earlier. Why are you still trying to act tough? You can barely lift a finger right now, can you? I know that feeling. Hand it over, and then get out of the way and watch.
The key to the underground is in the lining of my coat. Please, destroy Ursa the Drake's flesh and its power.
Goodbye, Adorno.
Go. That power was never meant to linger in this world.
Past this point, that's where Eric and the doctor conducted their experiments on Ursa.
Yeah, I mean, it looks ominous enough, so, yes.
Sure is. A madman seeking power and an angel who chose it. What a farce.
One that we're about to bring the curtain down on.
Ursa the Drake's power is not to be underestimated. Eyes on the prize, everyone. This will be a tough fight!
Why do I have a feeling that this fight is actually going to end relatively quickly? It must have been some restless monsters.
Monsters. Experiments long ago. They survived until now thanks to the doctor's apparatus and Ursa's power. I added quite a few to their number myself. Looks like they're getting restless.
Did you really need so many?
Are you sure your cages are sturdy? We could do without them complicating our fight with Ursa.
Well, if they were sturdy, I wouldn't have had to work so hard to clean up previous escapees. But don't worry, they won't disturb you. I guarantee it.
Wait, are you planning to...
The ambitions of old subordinates. Revenge for beloved family. Those are your grudges to settle, are they not? In much the same manner, you just leave the monsters I captured to me. Oh, one last thing. Vice Captain of the Knights of Favonius, 5th Company, requesting permission to attack.
Ha! Finally reporting in before you sortie, huh? Give him hell, Lowen. And don't die. That's an order.
In that case, please dispose of Ursa at your earliest convenience.
Should we help him?
No. Let him face this fight alone. He has his own scores to settle.
Oh, looks like that kid's friendship wasn't a complete waste after all, huh?
Yep, that 100,000 Mora is sitting pretty in my pocket.
Can he handle them all?
Trust him just as he trusts us. After all, he's set to become the youngest captain since your appointment.
Eric, Revier, Dottore, and now Ursa. Guess I'm not destined to rise to such challenges. But ordinary people, we have our own battles to fight.
So go. Settle things with your obsessions. Once and for all!
Jakes?
Trim!
Oh. I'm just using Lohen. Alright. Well, this ought to be easy. Like, really easy.
Bet you weren't ready for this. Let's fight. Now's our chance.
You know, I was expecting there to be a little bit more. Oh. Yeah, that's a little bit more.
Pretty intense over there too, huh? That's a battle between legends and a jerk for you. Now's no time for distractions.
No, I believe there is all the time for distractions.
Now's our chance. Struggle hard, let's fight.
With me! Charge! Your verdict is?
Unforgivable! Wait, that's the wrong game.
Now, be gone!
You know what, hold on, let me... I'm gonna save that for later.
Wanna leave, do you? Can you hear Ursa's call? Or is it the serum you smell? Well, I'm afraid that just won't do.
Behind me stand not only heroes who battle wicked dragons, but slow, fragile mortals too. So... come at me! Each and every one of you!
Wait, hold on now. That looks really good. Okay, we're saving that one.
Their strength and bloodthirst increased in equal measure, and consumed by madness, they even attacked each other.
This is the refined high concentration serum. So long as I'm used to this.
Good! Come get your fill! Not one of you will get past me! All you want. Bet you weren't ready for this.
I don't really think there's anything for me to say at this point. It's just like... Oh, right. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that there is.
Ready for this.
I remember that there were, like, rumors going around about Lohan being the next standard banner character. But I think there was, like, this whole idea about it being circled around for since Lohan's reveal.
Shall soon surpass the common clay of this world. You shall cross into the realm of the extraordinary.
Once, you believed you could control your fate by killing power.
Slow, weak, powerless, mortal.
Then, your paltry arrogance was smashed by power beyond reason.
Except that we should send our strongest warriors to fight Nodcry's battles.
You are special. That is the truth. What you once thought you had accepted.
What do you do then? Stand by and watch him die?
Yet you will not suffer a mundane death to defend. You are not wrong, you never have been. Power is the sole solution to all things. It is how we grasp destiny by the throat. It is how we resist even death. You simply lack enough of it, not even both. Unless you accept this gift. Power means neither good nor evil. Have you not always believed so? Carving up abysmal power, seeking aid from a kind of witches, leaning on to find favor. Is there a difference? Are mortals unworthy of power? Now then, accept my strength, my guidance.
Wait, I just realized that text wasn't purple.
You're right. Power is just power.
Or would it be more magenta? Probably more magenta than purple.
It's humanity's arrogance and stupidity that invite destruction. Not talkative now, hmm?
You embrace mediocrity. Spurn my counsel.
What I desire, I'll work with my own two hands. If I accept your guidance, I wouldn't be the
master of power now! Be gone. I have no need for power I don't control!
Oh, good, you're awake.
Lowen!
I forgot, the Traveler had lines.
Are you trying to burst my eardrums? I was just taking a quick nap. That fight took a lot out of me, you know.
That sure did, buddy.
Never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
Wait a minute. In your hand, is that the Ursa serum?
I didn't inject myself with it. I just used it to attract the monsters. Can't exactly deal with out-of-control monsters when I'm going berserk myself, can I? Plus, wouldn't want you finishing off Ursa just to turn around and have to deal with me. There's still a little in my system from previous experiments, though. That stuff gives you a real headache.
Ursa's flesh has been destroyed. There shouldn't be any further risk of activation.
I see. Totally obliterated, huh? What about Adorno and Theodore?
A reinforcement showed up. I had the Knights escort them back. As for Theodore's punishment, and yours, I'll look into it later. Stay with him until the very end, you hear?
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Do not stand by my grave and cry. My life I gave to wipe tears dry. Here rests the
benevolent Knight. This epitaph suits you, old man.
Who chews bubblegum while visiting a grave?
Yeah, it shows no class.
Hmm? Oh, you're to see Adorno too, are you? Hey, want some gum?
No thanks.
You always like messing around with this stuff. Said it made kids happy. Pretty sure he'd be glad to receive candy on the other side.
So, these... Did you make them all?
I had nothing else to do during confinement, so I made candy to stave off the boredom.
Oh, no wonder we didn't see you at the award ceremony. You were in solitary confinement the whole time, huh?
You didn't see Klee in there, did you?
That wasn't all. Our dear, reasonable acting Grandmaster Jean handed down 2 other punishments.
And what were those, by chance?
The Knights have decided to rescind my commendation and not promote me to captain. The title of Benevolent Knight is to be buried with Adorno. The position of 5th Company Captain will also remain vacant, for the time being.
Is that really okay?
To quote Varka, look, Mondstadt did just fine for a long time with only an acting Grandmaster, right?
He sure can be persuasive when he wants to be.
And it's all the more so for the title of Benevolent Knight. I will not allow anyone unworthy to inherit it, even if the unworthy successor is me.
Paimon suddenly felt like that title suited you for a second. Must have been her imagination, eh?
Honestly, I didn't think the title suited him at all to begin with. he doesn't seem quite benevolent at all. Sadistic would probably be a more fitting title, wouldn't you think?
You think so? I prefer a different title, really. The ends justify the means night. The a win is a win night. The punching bag night. Sounds alright, too.
Whatever floats your boat.
That said, it seems this sinner will have to win a few more battles first before getting his next commendation.
Are you still pursuing victory? Or are you still pursuing power?
Of course. After all, someone once told me, acknowledging my limits is the first step towards transcending the mundane. I'll keep winning, no matter what it takes. Relax. Learning from our mistakes is part and parcel of getting stronger, no? Besides, I know why I pursue power. Forgetting what you wanted in the first place? That would be true defeat. Do I look like that kind of idiot to you?
I guess not. But how many people remember in the end?
It's food for thought. Best to have someone on hand to help if something does go wrong. In that case, until I'm strong enough to shoulder everything on my own, don't grow old on me, all right?
Well, I guess that was a bit of a short and sweet one. I was expecting it to a little bit longer, but yeah, I guess that actually does it for Lohan's story quest. And you're probably wondering, why is there no set of videos for the 6.6 main event? Well, to put it simply, let's just say some corruption got in the way of it. Like, the first part was really just fine. It only had, maybe 5 minutes of it, throughout, a whole hour's worth. That's just for the first part. The second part, however, it was a 50-minute recording session, and about 40 of those 50 minutes had corrupted audio, so I just had to scrap the entire thing. But I will go ahead and say it was a little fun and cute event. Getting to see the little Hexenzirkel. We get to see Prune as a character. And also unleash her inner child, for once. And also the whole idea of the little Hexenzirkel is just so really, really cute. It also goes to show that Alice is quite the schemer as she is, even though she is the best mom in the whole wide world. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video on Genshin Impact. Next time, we will be tackling the final update within the Nodcry cycle. So, until next time, I'll catch you all later.